Are you one of those people that dreads making New Year's resolutions? Every year you think, oh my gosh, I have to do something to change. Well, you're in luck. In this video, you're going to learn why New Year's resolutions do not have to be painful, can actually be fun, and can help you reach your goals. I'm Ellen Spiegel. I have decades of business experience, over 30 years experience working with startups, and I'm a recovering politician, having served 10 years in the Nevada legislature. I know how to reinvent myself, and I've been a mentor and a coach, successfully helping others transform themselves using a structure for change. Now, I want to help you. So when you think about New Year's resolutions, most people think they want to do things like lose weight, get better organized, revamp their wardrobe, get a better job. People have lots of things that they want to do. And all of these things take effort, and they're all things that we dread doing. So we put them off, and we think about things in a negative way. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to eat pizza again. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to clean out my closet. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do that. It's all these things that we don't want to do that we keep putting off. And we say, we may get this burst of energy. I'm going to exercise every day. We get this burst of energy at the beginning of the year. And maybe it lasts for a week. Maybe it lasts for two. But it doesn't really ever create long-lasting change. I have a secret for you. My quick tip secret is make it fun. So let me give you something from my personal experience. When I was first out of college, I was living in Manhattan in New York City, and I love Manhattan. I still love Manhattan. It's really expensive to live there, and people wind up working really, really hard and not having good work-life balance, and a lot of times you wind up not taking advantage of the city. And this isn't true just for Manhattan. It's true wherever you live. And I realized that I was just going to work, coming home, doing my laundry, going to work, coming home, doing my laundry. It was just this rut that I was in. And I said, you know what? I'm spending too much of my money living in Manhattan to not take advantage of the city. So what I did was I made a New Year's resolution. And I said, once a month, I'm going to go do something that takes advantage of this city. And I really couldn't afford it at the time. It was the mid-1980s. I was earning under $15,000 a year. I really didn't have a disposable income to say. And I thought, how am I going to make this work? How am I going to do this so that it's not a dream? So I did a number of things. So the first thing I did was I went out and I started looking at free publications and looking to see what I could do for free. I love theater, and there were a lot of plays that were out there that were either free or really, really inexpensive. So I'd get some friends together, and once a month we'd go see one of those plays. But there was more that I wanted to do. I worked for a company where one of my benefits was having access to museums. So again, once a month, I started going to museums, just once a month. And it didn't cost me any money, not any additional money. Then I looked and thought, well, I really love Broadway, and I'd love to go see a Broadway play every month. And you know how expensive Broadway shows are. And I really couldn't afford it. But I signed up to be a substitute usher with the Ushers Union, which let me work a little bit, see a play, and I'd earn about $25, $26 at the end of the night. That was a phenomenal experience. And it taught me that I could do something to reach my goal, do it in a pleasurable way, have fun, and make it something that's meaningful. And I have had a version of that resolution every single year since. And in most years, I've met it. And the only year where I really didn't meet it at all was the year of the COVID pandemic. And that was because I wasn't going out, wasn't going anywhere. So what are you going to do? But then I came up with a different resolution, and I punted. And this came from one of my girlfriends was very disappointed during the lockdown that she wasn't able to take her kids on a trip to Chicago that had been planned for their family. They had to cancel their family vacation. So what she did was she decided to make a virtual trip. And what she did during the days that they were supposed to be in Chicago was every day she lined up a different virtual experience. So they went to the Art Institute one day, and they had plans to watch a ball game another day. And every day that they were supposed to be there, they did one or two things that they could do from the comfort of their home remotely that was based on a Chicago theme, and she cooked Chicago food to go with it. So for the ball game, she made Chicago style hot dogs. She made deep dish pizza for Art Institute Day. So here, without even leaving the house, she was able to take the spirit of what she wanted to do and convert it to something that was doable and achievable. And that's the whole point I'm getting at, is if you want to stick to something, if you want to have a resolution, it needs to be something that's going to be meaningful to you and not too painful. Because the best resolution that you can have is the one that actually gets done. So, bearing all of this in mind, if you think about things that are going to make sense for you, that's the only thing that really counts. And you can do this no matter what your goal is. Let's say your goal is to get on a regular exercise plan because either you want to, your doctor told you to, your spouse told you to, something is driving this. And you have to think about it and think, okay, what is going to be fun? What is going to be fun for me? Because I need it to be fun. So, at least if you're me. So there are certain things that I really love and I don't even think about as exercise. So one of the things is walking. I love walking. So if I go out for a walk and I'm walking for like 45 minutes or an hour, especially if I'm visiting with a friend at the time, that isn't really exercise to me. Yet my doctor thinks it's exercise. So there you go. Other people I know love swimming. I love swimming too, but I can't swim outside all the time, and for one reason or another, not the most practical resolution for me to make to go swimming on a daily basis. There are other people who love trampolines. So go find a trampoline place where you can go and just jump around. No matter what, you have to personalize it to you. So you need to be something that's relevant, something that is personal, and something that you know that you can do and you can stick with. Because if you don't know that you can do it and you can stick with it, it's meaningless. So I hope you've enjoyed these tips. I hope this will help you. Please put your comments in the comments section. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. In my last video, I spoke about my structure for change and how we can have this framework, and I gave you 4 reasons why you need to make these changes today and why it's important to do things today and not procrastinate. So please give a look to that. And I'll see you next time, where I'll be coming to you with more reasons that are helpful for your journey. See you next time.